Okay, so 2.3 is very short and sweet. We're going to skip a lot of it. So if you turn with me to 88, there's some words on 88. A rotation is a transformation around a point P, which we call the center of rotation, such that the following is true. Every point and its image are the same distance from P, which is that center point, and all angles formed by that point and its image have the same measure. And that angle measurement is called the angle of rotation. Now we're going to skip, and we're just going to look at the rules, okay? So if we're doing a 90-degree rotation, so it would take this point and let's make that point 1, 2. And if it flips it over here, it's going to be here, -2, 1, okay? So it moved it to this next bar. All right, this point is sitting right close to this bar, and so this one's going to sit there. And that's why this becomes -2, 1. And you can read the rest of these, okay? And those are probably going to help you if you just kind of pay attention to them. All right, so let's look at the example A, because I think that will be better. So example A says, it wants it to move 270 degrees, okay? So that means it's going 3 quadrants. So if I moved A to here, that's 90 degrees. Here's 180, and then here's 270. So do you see that A prime becomes 2, 0, just like it has here? B, if I moved it 90, if I moved it 180, and if I moved it 270, okay? So here it's at 1, 4. Now it's going to be at 4, -1. C is going to come around here. That's 90. Here's 180, and then 270. So 2, -4. And then D is going to be at 1, -3. And so it's kind of like I took a hold of this line right here and I dragged it around 270 degrees and I put it there. And so do you see that the back end would be down here? And we can talk more about that tomorrow if you need more of a visual. So let's flip the page, 91, do B. So it wants you to rotate this 180 degrees. So 180 degrees of XY is going to be -X -Y. And unless it tells you that you're going to go clockwise, on these you're always going counterclockwise. So this point right here, okay, I'm moving 180 degrees. So counterclockwise would be 1, 2. So do you see that it would be in quadrant 2? And I know from there, and so if I'm going to put this point, 2, -1, and I'm going to move it in the same spot, it's going to have to be at -2, 1. Okay? And don't pay, this is not -x, -y. Quadrant 2, we know, you might, and think that, well, heck, wait a minute, coordinate points in this are -x, y. Okay? But really, we need to think about this as opposite y, opposite x, okay? It's not really going to make that a -y. It's making it opposite of what it was. So it was -1 here. And when we move it over here, we're going to opposite and make it +1. Okay? And the same for L, which is 4, 1, is going to be -4, -1. I'm sorry, +1. And then -1, 4. And those would all plot there. So take a minute and try that, and I will, and if you need help, we'll do some more tomorrow. But I do want right now number 7 and 8 on page 92. Okay, I only had room for 7, and as you can see that XY mapped to negative y, I wrote that wrong, x. And these are really, really hard to keep straight, and that's why you might be better off just memorizing those rules. But we'll do some more examples tomorrow.